full moon. We want to make sure that we're balanced. Whoa, I don't know if I look as fuzzy to you guys as I do to me. I hope that clears up in a second. Yeah, give me a thumb up. There it is. Okay. All right, so let's find our equal footings, equal standing on the mat. Bring your breath into your practice. Yep. All right, so if you've been a little sedentary or haven't moved much yet today, we'll take care of that in a minute. Let's deepen the breath. And let the knees and hips be soft and just shake out any morning that needs to be shook. And then when you're ready, come back to your equal standing and we'll start to draw some nice breath in. It's a beautiful sunny day out so far, so let's turn the palms out and inhale energy up from the earth. Just as the moon is gathering energy, we are as well. And touch your palms together and draw that energy into your heart. And let's do that a couple more times, really feeling the energy rise up with us. So your arms might feel even a little heavier than usual because of all the energy that you're capturing. And then bring it into your heart. And the last time you do this, when your hands get to your heart, stay right here and take a couple of breaths, filling with that energy, that space, and that nice deep breath. All right, and release. Okay, so let's do a nice little spinal opening here. So we're going to have the feet comfortable, a little wider than hip width distance. Draw the arms forward, round, elbows back. So nice standing cats and cows, forward. Oh, and open. Good for the shoulders too, right? Forward and open. Yes. Okay, now the next time you draw forward, think about, once again, capturing energy. Bring the palms together. Bring the hands to your heart. Seal it in. Draw your palms up toward the sky, fingertips up toward the sky here. And we're going to interlace the fingers and point the index finger up. We're keeping the shoulders down, so even if that means bending the elbows, that's great. Feet are planted. Inhale. And tick-tock over to the left. Start to open up the right side body here. And come up. So be gentle with your spine. Right, we're warming up, we're going to the right, opening up the left side. And we're going to give it a chance to get accustomed to this movement before we really move more deeply into it. Keep the feet planted. You guys all know this. If your opposite foot starts to rise up, you lose that side stretch. So we're going to go one more time to the left, opening up right side. And to the right, open up left side and come back to center. Now, just for fun, switch the position of your fingers by one, okay? Just to keep everything mindful here. And we're going to tick-tock over to the left, open up that right side. Stay here, press through your right foot, and then extend the arms parallel and press those left fingertips away. And come on up, interlace your fingers. Oh, which way did you interlace? Did you notice? Is it your same way? Yeah, there you go. Switch them by one if you went back to your always, always way. And then go ahead and tick-tock over to the right. We're such creatures of habit. Yep, go ahead and release those arms. Make sure the left foot is steady and press those fingertips away. And bring it up. Okay, we're going to do a nice 4-part breath here with soft knees and soft hips. We've inhaled, and now we exhale down. Inhale the arms overhead. Release, bring the fingers behind. Oh, there goes that clasp again. Which way are you clasping? Look up, inhale, exhale, fold. And release the hands, inhale, reach up, exhale, hands clasp. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold. And release. And it's inhale up. Good. Exhale, fold. Inhale. Yep. Arms might lift, release, and inhale up, and exhale. Woo! I got a little distracted there, but I see you all move through it, even though I was like kind of spacing out for a moment. I don't know what happened, but let's come back to mountain pose here. Inhale and exhale, and work on some twisting, okay? And so let's keep this twisting a little bit soft. So take your feet slightly wider than hip width distance here, and just hands to the thighs and up and back with the right arm, and then up and back with the left arm. Okay. So this essential move of being able to twist to the side and back is so important. And you also might feel a nice additional release in the shoulders here as we twist side to side. And the next time you go back to the left and return to forward, you'll be even. So shake things out, and with this crew, we're going to do some back of the mat work. Yeah. Okay, and remember, it's your practice, so take it at your pace, right, wherever your body is telling you you are right now. We've got the feet hip width distance apart, nice and grounded here. Inhale and exhale. We're going to float the arms up. Exhale, swan dive. You can keep the legs straight, but don't expect too much from those hamstrings because they're not really warm. Bring the hands to the thighs here, shine your heart forward. Drop your hips, bring your hands down, and walk forward into a downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. So let's move around in this dog for just a moment here. Bend one knee and then the other. And then bring the knees down. Okay, so we're going to do some forearm movements, like a forearm plank. All right, so for the forearm plank, some of you haven't been in it in a while, but I know each of you has done it. We want the elbows right under the shoulders, right? And let's say, my forearms are on the mat, and then I interlace my fingers, tuck one pinky under the other. Okay, so I'm here, elbows are right under the shoulders, firm in here, tuck your toes and lift into a forearm dog. Inhale and exhale. So we're really strengthening some shoulder muscles that we don't get to use a lot or work a lot. We're in our forearm dog here. And bring the knees down, sit up, shake it out, and raise your hand if it's okay with you if we proceed into dolphin. Okay, dolphin is when we bring the nose toward and possibly past the fingertips. Okay, all right, so once again, we're down, elbows under the shoulders, interlace the fingers. Okay, tuck one pinky under, so instead of your pinkies resting on each other, they are side by side here. Keep those, this is really important, keep those elbows under the shoulders. Don't let your arms fall out. Come into your forearm dog, and you can stay here, or you can start to press yourself forward, move the nose past the fingertips, and back up to downward facing dog. And this is dolphin, and notice what muscles you're feeling here. Let me see. Nice, and take it back to dog. Hold here, and bring your knees down. Sit up and shake everything out. Okay, did you feel some shoulder muscles that you might not have felt for a while? Could you feel a little bit of that? Okay, so some people do forearm dog because they don't want to use their wrists, and that's always fine. It's also great to do it as this option here. So let's go ahead and come to seated now. Find seated mountain pose. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale and exhale. Seated mountain pose, just returning to our thoughts about our practice, why we came here, and shake everything out. Inhale and exhale. All right, so we challenged our upper body. Let's go ahead and challenge the core. Go ahead and bend your knees here. So I'll turn sideways, you turn whatever way you want, and we're going to go ahead and lengthen the spine, draw back, engage the spine, inhale and exhale, and take your arms forward. Okay, so from here, we're going to keep the upper body right where it is and open the arms out, bring them together, take it up, arms up, and bring the hands forward. Now we add some legs. Open the arms, right leg up, tap down. Arms overhead, right leg up, tap down. Let's do that on the left. It's open, left leg up, tap down, and both arms overhead, left leg, tap down, and release. Okay, decide if this is for you, how far back you're planning to be, all right? Okay, so let's go ahead and take it back. We're gonna go 4 times on the right. Take it back. We're going out, right leg, tap down, overhead, tap down. This is 2, out, tap down, overhead, tap down. This is 3, out, up. And this is 4, out, and up, woo, and release, shake it out. All right, 4 times on the left, arms forward. I'm depending on you to know where your limits are right this moment in time. Take it back. Okay, here we go. It's out. Left leg. Tap. Arms overhead. Tap. Left leg. Tap. Arms overhead and leg. Tap. That was 2. 2 more. And 1 more. And overhead and release. Whew. Inhale and exhale. So it's always kind of fun to see if we can do this with 2 legs, all right? We're going to just try it for fun. If you decide that you really don't want to, just do 1 leg. Take it back. Let's raise 1 leg and then the other and just see where stability winds up here. Oh, yeah. So this is kind of a reverse movement here. We're going to take the arms out, tap the right foot down, bring it up. Arms overhead, tap the right foot down, bring it up, and 1 time on the left, out, tap, up, tap, and release. All right, raise 2 hands if you love to double leg work right now. Why is nobody raising your hands? Okay. All right, well, we'll have to do that more often so we get more used to it. Let's go ahead and release everything with some nice circles. Take a nice easy seat, hands to the knees, and take it forward to the right, back, and to the left. I'm just inspired by this group because I know what you guys can do. And the next time you're forward, just hold, and then take your circles in the other direction. And the next time you're forward, hold and bring it on up. All right, so we're going to release the hips now with a little bit of rock the baby. So let's take both legs straight. Feet are flexed. Toes are pointing straight up. Knees are pointing straight up. Right knee bends. You're taking your right foot in your left hand and your right leg in your right hand. Okay, keeping the torso steady and rock the baby. Now, if your hips are more open right now, or maybe it's because you have longer arms, you might have your right foot in your left elbow instead. See which one is better for you right now. Wherever you are, we're keeping that right foot flexed, we're keeping the torso steady, and we're rocking the legs side to side. Good. Now take your right ankle across your left thigh, so it's above the knee. Draw your left foot in till it just touches the mat. Right foot is still flexed. Support yourself with your hands. And take your foot from side to side. And then eventually let that right foot come all the way down to the left. Sit up nice and tall. Okay? Check it with your right hip. If it's lifted like this, try and settle it down. If it won't settle down, just move your right foot in front of your left shin instead of by the thigh. And if it's okay for you to twist today, put your left hand outside of your right shin. Take your right arm up and back. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, twist as deeply or as little as is appropriate for you as you turn your gaze towards your right shoulder. Inhale, and then as you exhale, turn your gaze to the left. And on your next exhale, turn your gaze back to the right. And then come center, release. Okay, let's take the feet together, legs side by side, support yourself on your hands, and do just a nice little couple of releasing windshield wipers here. And then come back to center as we get ready for rock the baby on the left. So the right leg is extending, toes are pointing straight up to the sky, as is the knee. Left foot in the right hand, hold on to your left leg, and rock the baby. Adjusting your position as appropriate for you. Sometimes you might want to hold on to the shin like this instead. There's always the foot to the elbow that I showed before. It's what is working for you right now. All right, let's pause at center. Take your left ankle to your right thigh above the knee. That left foot is flexed. Support with hands. Bring the right foot in just till the foot is flat on the mat and side to side. And let that left foot come all the way over to the right and do your little cheek check here, let's call it. Where's this left cheek in relation to the mat? Foot can go by the shin if the cheek is lifted. And we're going to take that left arm up and back by the hip. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist to the left. Long spine here. Take your gaze, good. Take your gaze towards your left shoulder. And as you exhale, take your gaze to the right shoulder. And as you exhale, take your gaze back to the left. And let's release, unwind, 2 legs forward, give them a crazy shake. Okay, and we'll go ahead and do a couple more windshield wipers. All right, and come back to center. So we're going to move from to hands and knees right now. Okay. So from here, make sure your wrists are happy. Fold up the top edge of your mat if that's appropriate for you right now. And let's go ahead and take that right leg up to hip height, point the toe, lift the leg and start to let the right hip open. And then bend the right knee and maybe open a little more. And you might even let that right foot come down and draw the right arm up. So you're in basically close to a knee down half moon here, and release. Bring the right knee down, left leg up. We're extending first. Good. And then lift, open the left hip, bend the knee. You could stay right here, or you could bring that left foot down, left arm up, and open up. And release. It's actually a half wild thing, isn't it? Bring it down. Okay. So we might revisit that in our downward facing dog during sun salutation, but remember, you just did it with your knees down, so that's always an option. Bring your legs up, bring your hands far forward, okay? Come into a knee down plank, knees up if you prefer, push up, hips back. So you're moving in and out, plank to a push up to hips back. Your option if you want to do push up with the knees up. And this will take us to child's pose. Let your shoulders be at rest here, so if you want to put your hands by your feet instead of long in front, whatever feels good to you. Head is at rest, right? The forehead is connected to something. It could be your mat, your hands. Okay, we're going to float back up into table. So come into table, knees under hips. And let's revisit that forearm dog just for fun. Elbows under the shoulders, interlace your fingers, tuck one pinky in front of the other or behind, and whichever way you're looking at it. And go ahead and come up into forearm downward facing dog. And just explore how you feel here. Okay, make sure those elbows are kind of isometrically heading toward each other. That's how we really get to the muscles that we want to build here. Inhale and exhale. All right, we're going to bring the knees down now and sit back, hips to the heels. So either we're going to come into a squat to stand. If you know that's not going to work for you, or if it starts not to work, just come into down dog and come up your regular way. So we're in a squat, hands together, press through those legs, stand up, or you went into down dog and you're walking forward and release, shake it out. Good. All right. Inhale and exhale. Let's calm things down. We've got the feet hip-width distance again. Inhale and exhale here. All right, let's get to those sun salutations. So we're going to, we'll go ahead and do half bow as our back bend. So if you feel like you need or desire a strap for half bow, have it nearby. Okay, we're also going to do a low crescent lunge on our way down, so we open up the muscles that we need for the half bow. So let's come to the top of the mat. Inhale and exhale. All right, float the arms up, inhale. Exhale, let's swan dive over the hip creases, legs are straight. Hands to the thighs, hips back, shine your heart forward. Sink your hips down, take your right leg back, and in your lunge with your left knee over your left ankle, just enjoy, move around. And then if you want extra padding for your right knee and you have it, put it there, or flip up the side of your mat if you want. We're just bringing the right knee down and floating up into a low crescent lunge. Now let's make sure that this Front of the right thigh is nice and open, so press your hips forward, okay? It doesn't mean moving that left knee, and we're just pressing the hips forward. Bring the hands down and find your way knee up or knee down plank. Where are you going? Knee up or knee down plank? Which is better for you? We know that we want to maintain good spinal integrity as we come all the way down to the mat. Okay? And so now for that bow, and we'll start with the left forearm parallel to the front of the mat. Right knee bends, reach around with the right hand, either strap if you have a strap, or take your right ankle. Now what happens if you don't have a strap or you don't reach your ankle? Just point towards your right ankle, okay? All right, press into that left forearm, lift yourself up a little bit, and release. All right, let's do that on the other side. Right forearm is parallel to the front of the mat. Left leg bends, reach around. Maybe you find that left ankle. Press into the right forearm to lift yourself forward. And release. Let's bring the hands under the shoulders and find your way to downward facing dog. All right, so we're going to do that opening thing that we did from table, all right? I'll do it on my side that's closest to you. Take your right leg up, open the hip, bend the knee, and just look under your left arm. See if you spot your right foot, and then come around and take a big step forward with your right foot. Bring the left knee down and start to move into your low crescent lunge again. Arms overhead, hips press forward. And release. Tuck your back toes, engage all the muscles of your body. You might not even have your fingers on the mat here because everything's super engaged. Big step forward, half lift, forward fold. Float the arms out and up. Palms touch. And hands come heart center. Okay, I'm going to be cueing half bow again when we do it. You can do full bow if you have that in your practice, right? Grabbing both. Okay, so let's go ahead. Otherwise, we're going to do one side at a time like we just did. This time we'll start on the left. Okay, take your feet hip width distance apart. Breathe. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Good. Take a half lift, shine your heart forward. Hips sink down, hands down. Step back with the left. Enjoy your lunge on the left here. Bring the left knee down. Low crescent lunge here. Press those hips forward. You're feeling a really good stretch through the front hip flexors here. Hands down and find your way to your plank. There you go. Super strong chaturanga. Okay. Preparing for half bow or full bow. If you're doing full bow, of course you bend both knees and reach back. Otherwise, left forearm comes parallel to the, right forearm, because we're starting on the left, comes parallel to the top of the mat. Bend your left knee, reach around, find your left leg, your left ankle. Maybe the strap is there. Maybe you're just waving to it. Press into your right forearm and look up. And release, and we switch sides. Okay? If you're doing double leg, you can stay there or come down and go back in. So this time we have the left forearm parallel, reach around, find the right. lot of back bending, so we're just going to make a pillow with the hands. Rest your forehead, bend your knees, and just release the spine by letting the legs go side to side here. And then find your way to downward facing dog. Couple of breaths in your dog. Make sure everything is nice and balanced here. 2 hands and 2 feet. And then maintaining that sense of balance, lift your left leg, right? Redistributing your weight between 2 hands and 1 foot now. Raise that left leg, bend the knee as the hip opens. Look under your right arm and see if you spot your left foot over there. And return back to center. Take a big step forward with your left foot. Arrange yourself, right knee down for your low crescent lunge. Draw those hips forward. Hands down. Tuck your toes. Lift that back knee. Once again, we're engaging all the muscles. Maybe you don't even need your hands. And you step forward, half lift, forward fold, and float the arms out and up, palms touch, and hands come heart center, and release, shake it out. All right, how are you guys doing? Okay, I'm seeing that some of you are like, did she forget obliques? So no, we're gonna do them now. I know, you were thinking that. So let's take your... Thank your classmates for whoever thought that. Take your feet wide, wider than hip width distance, but not so wide as we would if we were going into downward facing, into warrior. Okay? And let's have the arms out to start with and bend the knees. And for today, as we straighten the knees, we'll take the arms overhead and down. Overhead and down, just for fun, do something different with the arms. Overhead and down, overhead and down. And one more time, overhead, take it down. Now from here, bring your hands to your heart here, elbows bend, and we take it to the right and center. Now extend the arms and center. Keep the legs steady to the left and center, extend the arms, and center. Let's straighten the legs, okay? We're gonna bring it, we'll try and go down and up. I'll try. I know you guys can do it, but I'm not sure about myself right now. Let's take it down to the right and up, straighten the legs. Take it down, extend the arms right, center and up. Let's stay to the right, take it down, twist, center and up, take it down, extend the arms, center and up. 2 more, down, right, center and up, down, extend the arms, center and up, down, elbows, center and up, down, extend the arms, center and up. Okay, let's just shake out those arms for a second before we move to the left. Okay, here we go. Hands back to heart. Take it down, left, center and up. Take it down, extend the arms, center and up. We're going down, left, whoops, center and up. Take it down. I'm going to keep my elbows bent because I just extended. Here we go. 2 more. Take it down, elbows, center and up. Take it down, extend the arms, center and up. 1 more, down, elbows, center and up. Take it down, extend the arms, center and reach up, and then come into any kind of forward fold that feels great to you. Just move around if you want to ragdoll, if you want to take your feet a little closer, a little farther apart. If your hands come to the mat and you want to move from there, Just do whatever feels good to you, starting to release here. And slowly make your way back towards center here. Bring your hands to your hips. Come halfway up so we can take a breath. We were down. And slowly lift up. Maybe you even felt your glutes in action right there through that lift up. Okay, let's bring the legs side by side. Shake things out. And if you feel like anything else needs to move around or wiggle before you come to the top of your mat in mountain pose, we're going to start preparing to come down. So if anything needs to shake it out. If you see anything in your space that you say, I want that for when I'm down on the earth, right? Go ahead and grab that. Okay. And we're going to come to the top of the mat. Find mountain pose as you're ready here. Let's take a moment to think about where everything is in space. Check out your feet. Firmly planted, all four corners, right? Hips, are they over the ankles? Shoulders over the hips, ears over the shoulders, palms face forward. And then inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, swan dive. So we're folding over the hips, over straight legs. The hands go where they're supposed to go, not where our ego thinks they should go. Bring the hands to the thighs, hips back, knees bend, shine your heart forward. Sink your hips down and come into a downward facing dog. Table if you prefer. Okay, and from here, you're either, if you're in table, let your hips move. If you're in down dog, take your big toes together, knees to one side, hips to the other. So decide what's best for you right now. Come back to center, bring your knees down, and sit off to the side. Find seated mountain pose. Okay. And you might be returning to a very hectic day, so let's take a moment to build some mindfulness here with our Dhyana Mudra. Okay, left palm up, right palm rests on top, thumbs touch, and just close your eyes and breathe. And maybe you can review how things, what things happened for you in your practice, if you feel like some benefit accrued to you, and are you happy that you showed up? Give yourself a little bit of a pat on the back for showing up. And then release your hands, soften the legs, draw the arms gently up and gently fold forward. Roll your hands up your legs, once again, gently up and gently fold forward. And roll your hands up your legs. Go ahead and bend your knees, and we're going to work our way down here. Okay. As you inhale, extend both legs and both arms long. As you exhale, draw the right knee in, Ardha Uttanasana, half wind removing pose. Both legs long here, arms overhead, this time left knee in. Doing some really deep hip releasing here. Inhale, lengthen both arms, both legs, and exhale, both knees in. All right, we're going to be moving through that again. So let's take both arms and both legs long, but we're adding on. Right knee comes in. Now take this to a half happy baby. So either take the, at this point, the outside of your right foot. And your right knee is actually heading for your armpit, right? Half happy baby. What does that left leg need to do for you to be happy? And release 2 arms long, 2 legs long. Draw the left knee in. Take the left foot in the left hand. Now if that either foot is too far away right now, just hold on to the hamstring, right? With the left foot flexed, the knee is heading toward the armpit. It's a really good chance here to explore the hip opening that we get from Happy Baby, because a lot of times we miss that and just want to rock, but it's also hip opening. Extend both arms and both legs. Inhale, both knees in, Happy Baby. And now we'll just rock side to side. Get some spinal release in here. Come back to center. Keep your feet up, but release the hands down to the mat. Point and flex the feet. And circle the ankles one direction and the other. All right, let's bring those feet down and just let the knees open and close a few times. Little butterfly wings here. And come back to center with your hands by your side. Open the fingers wide and wiggle them back into a gentle fist. Do that a few times. And then rotate the wrists one direction and the other. Bring your hands back down and just let your head move side to side. Get in touch with your neck, see how it's feeling. All right, and then come back to center and start to scan your body, see if it needs to move in any particular way, if any realignment needs to occur so that you can be in a nice, settled, balanced, final relaxation position. Okay, so see what needs to happen for you here. And then as you choose where and how you'll be for your final relaxation, start to just even out your breathing. And now we'll take an inhale through the nose and a nice slow exhale through the mouth. Release yourself onto the earth. Let the earth do all the work now, supporting you. You are just being in your final relaxation. So slowly begin to bring your awareness back to your space. Invite a deeper breath. Gently bring movement back to your body. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. And on your next inhale, maybe stretch everything long. Exhale and draw your knees in. Give yourself a hug. Find your way over to a side. And back up to a nice, easy seat. As you turn your gaze to your own good heart and your bright spirit, thank and honor yourself for your practice, and we thank and honor each other for sharing this time. Namaste.